Hey, for those of you who have an electric water heater, have you ever wondered what it is inside the water heater that's heating the water? Well, most people know, but a lot of people don't. I want to show you how the water gets heated in an electric water heater. This is a water heater that we've pulled out. There's no power hooked up to it. It's been replaced, and we, in our other videos, we tinker around with these water heaters just to kind of show you how they work. But there's no power hooked up to it. Don't go trying to work on your water heater. If you look at your water heater, it's going to look similar to this one, and you'll notice these two panels right here. And when you take these panels off, you'll see that they have an upper thermostat. Let me take this off. There's probably going to be some insulation inside your water heater too. I had already removed that. So it's going to look like this. There's going to be an upper thermostat, and it's going to have a temperature setting, which can be adjusted with a flathead screwdriver. Again, don't just try to adjust it without any knowledge of how to do that, because it can shock you, and it's just not something you want to just tackle if you don't know what you're doing. Just call a professional. But this is called an element, and this is an upper element, and then down here is a lower thermostat and a lower element. The upper element in the thermostat controls the upper half of the water in the water heater, and the lower thermostat and the element control the bottom half of the water. And they don't come on at the same time. What happens is, when the water comes into the water heater, it's pushed all the way to the bottom by something called a dip tube. And it makes sure that the water that's coming in that's cold goes all the way to the bottom. And the first element and thermostat to come on is the top. And then once the top thermostat reaches the desired setting, then it kicks power down to the bottom. And so they don't work at the same time. The upper one has to be satisfied to the desired temperature, and then it kicks power down to the bottom. So I want to show you what they look like. But your element looks like that, just like in your stove. The thing that's glowing red in your stove that heats your oven. I mean your oven, not your stove. And it glows red. A current runs through here and heats the water. And as soon as it gets hot enough to the temperature setting on the thermostat, it turns off. And these things can be changed whenever they go out. Sometimes they'll corrode and they'll break, and your water heater won't work right. And these can be replaced. If you have a tank style water heater, electric, that's how it works. Pretty simple. And in case you didn't know that there is a temperature setting on your water heater that you can change, it's right there. There's the 150 degrees is super hot, by the way, but it goes all the way around to 90, and then the bottom one has the same temperature setting. But again, don't try to do it if you don't. I mean, get somebody that knows what they're doing, because you can get shocked. But like I said, a lot of people know how water heaters work. A lot of people don't. And just in case you were curious, there you go. I hope you learned something. See you next week.